Good morning, everyone. We will continue our lesson in Chapter 2. And for today's lesson, we will learn a new subtopic, which is 2.3 Atomic Structure.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay. Before we start our lesson, can I have Afifa to read all 3 class rules?
All right. So the first rule is always turn on camera. The second rule is mic is always on mute except when you want to ask a question or answer a question. And last rule is please pay attention throughout the lesson.
Very good. Thank you, Afifa. Okay. Does anyone know what is this? Yes, Isha, that is correct. And when you look at your identity card, what kind of information do you usually see on the identity card?
We have to see at the name.
Name, okay?
IC
What
number.
else?
IC
Okay,
number.
good. IC number.
Address, teacher.
Good, Tina. Address, yes. Just like people have IC cards to show who they are, atoms also have something similar to identify them. And this is what we call standard representation of an atom. And for atoms, their proton number here is like their IC number. It's unique to each element, and their nucleon number is like their age. And symbol of element is like their name. And together, this information is written in a special format called the standard representation of atom. So at the end of the lesson today, you will be able to determine the nucleon number, proton number, and number of electrons. And the second one is you will be able to write the standard representation of an atom. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I want everyone to look at this table and tell me what you can see from this table.
The number of protons and proton number is the same, teacher.
Yes, that is exactly right, Nana. Like Nana said, that the number of protons and the proton number is the same because based on the definition of proton number, the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is the same because it's the same. Okay. Next, the second thing that we can see from this table is the number of neutron and nucleon number. Sorry. Okay. Based on this definition, nucleon number is the total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. For example, in here, oxygen atom, the number of proton is 8 and the number of neutron is 8. 8 plus 8 is
16, teacher.
Yes, correct, Afifa. Hence, we have the nucleon number of oxygen, which is 16. Okay, next. These are the formula that we can derive from the definition before, where proton number is equal to number of protons. Next, nucleon number is the addition of proton number or number of protons with the number of neutron. And lastly, the number of protons is equal to number of electrons. And all of these three formula is only applicable to atom. So next, we will proceed with an example. Can I have Faiza to read the question?
Yes. Okay, the question is an aluminum atom has 13 protons and 14 neutrons. So what are the proton number, the nucleon number, and number of electron of an aluminum atom?
Thank you very much, Faiza. Okay. So to solve this question, first, from the question, we know that aluminium has 13 protons and 14 neutrons. And the question wants us to find the proton number, nucleon number, and number of electrons of aluminium atom. Based on the formula that we know before, we know that proton number and number of proton is equal. Hence, we can find the answer for proton number, which is 13. Next. Okay. We can find the nucleon number by adding proton number and number of neutrons. And we already have both of this information, 13 protons and 14 neutrons. By adding both of these, the nucleon number is 27, where 13 is from the proton and 14 is from the neutron. So we can get the nucleon number, which is 27 for aluminium atom. Lastly, for the number of electrons, based on this formula, we know that the number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Hence, the number of electron is 13 because the number of protons of aluminium is 13. Is everyone good? Next, from this table, can anyone tell me what is the difference between chlorine atom and chloride ion?
The number of electrons is not the same, teacher.
Okay, good, Dina. Yes, Dina is right. As we can see here, the number of electron for chlorine and for chlorine atom and for chlorine ion is different. This is because the chlorine atom accepts one electron to form chlorine ion. Thus, the chlorine ion has one more extra electron than chlorine atom. But as you can see here, the number of proton and the number of neutron for both atom and ion remain the same. The only changes is in the number of electron. Okay, now we are going to see the standard representation of an atom. This figure here is how you write the correct format for the standard representation of an atom. There are 3 steps that you have to know when writing the standard representation of atom. First step is we have to write the symbol of element, which is X. Then for the second step, we write the nucleon number at the top left of the symbol. This is left and this is right. We write the nucleon number at the top left, okay? And lastly, for the third step, we will write the proton number at the bottom left of the symbol. Do you understand, class?
Yes.
Okay, good. Does anyone have question?
No, teacher.
Okay, that's very good, everyone. Now, we are going to proceed with writing the standard representation of an atom. Okay, this is the example. Can I have Isha to read the question?
Aluminium atom has 30 proton and 14 neutrons. Write down the standard representation of aluminium atom.
Okay, good. Thank you, Isha. From the first example before, we know that proton number is 13 and the nucleon number is 27, right? This is from the previous one. What should we do first, class?
Write the symbol of aluminium atom, teacher.
Yes, Afifa, good. So first, we write the symbol for aluminium atom, which is capital letter A and small letter L. What about the second step, class?
We need to write the nuclear number at the top left of the symbol, teacher.
Yes, Nana, good. We need to write the nuclear number at the top left. And for the last part is, we write the proton number at the bottom left of the symbol. Ta-da! Okay. And that is how to write the correct format for the standard representation of aluminium atom. Okay, before we try to answer question on your own, does anyone have a question?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Okay, good. Okay, so can I have everyone to take out a pencil and a piece of paper? Okay, can I see your paper and pencil? Okay, good. As you can see, the number of protons and the number of neutrons have been given. The question wants you to determine the proton number and the nucleon number. I will give you 2 minutes only to answer all 3 atoms. And if you are done, you can raise up your hand. You can start now. Okay, good, Isha. Okay, good, Dina. Okay, good, Nana. Don't worry, you have 1 minute left. Okay, good, Atifa. Okay, good. So, okay, I see that everyone have done their answer. Well done, class. Okay, now let's check your answer. And if your answer is right, please tick your answer by using your pencil, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is the answer. For chlorine atom, the proton number is 17 and the nucleon number is 35. And for sodium atom, the proton number is 11, nucleon number is 23. And for magnesium, the proton number is 12 and the nucleon number is 24. Did everyone got the correct answer?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Yes.
Good, excellent, everyone. Good job. Okay, we have passed the first test for today. Now let's go for the last question. This is the continuous question from the previous one. Based on the proton number and nucleon number that you have determined before, write down the standard representation of the atoms. And for this one, I will give you 1 minute to write it down. And if you are done, you can raise up your hand. You can start now. Okay, good Faiza. Good Nana. Good Afifa. Okay, good Isha. Wow, everyone is so fast. Good, good. Okay. Now let's check your answer. Okay, this is the answer for the standard representation for chlorine, sodium, and magnesium. Can I see everyone answer? Please raise up your paper. Good class. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, you can put it down. Okay, before we end our lesson, does anyone have a question to ask?
No.
No.
Okay. How about Faizan, Isha, and Dina?
No.
Okay.
I understand.
No, teacher, I have no question.
Okay, Faiza. Okay. Today, you learn how to identify atoms just by their number. It is like giving them a name and an IC card. And this is the most basic and core knowledge in understanding chemistry. That is all for today. Thank you for giving your full commitment today, class. See you in the next class. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,